On Adani Power, now that stock is in focus on the back of the share split that is happening, but your Adani group of companies have been buzzing on the back of the clean chit that has already been given by SEBI. Adani Power locked in upper circuit 20% up move in today's session. In fact, let's get in Varsha to tell us more about what's happening. Varsha, over to you.
Well, thank you so much for that. So yes, shares are trading at X stock split, and this was announced a month back. So each fully paid up equity shares has been converted into 5 equity shares as the stock split, and all this actually improves the liquidity, the stock's liquidity, and that's what we are seeing as of today. But let's talk about the positive key triggers for Adani Power, wherein they're going to expand their capacity by 2.5x. This is by FY 32, and analysts are expecting that the market share will also increase from 8% to 15%, and the EBITDA, the expansion in EBITDA is expected at 3x by FY 33. So all this, the planned capacity expansion, the EBITDA, the tripling of EBITDA by FY 33, these are all the positive key triggers when it comes to Adani Power. And also the stock split is of course the reason why the stock is up today, but these are also the near-term triggers for this company, and one of the reasons why the stock is buzzing as of trade today.
Well, thank you, Varsha, for joining in. In fact, let's just pull out, some of these stocks which are in focus. Varsha spoke about Adani Power essentially, which is up over 20%, locked in on our upper circuit. But, even Adani Green, Adani Total Gas, all of these stocks are buzzing in trade today. We're seeing about a 8 to 9% of an upside over here, 19% of an upside for Adani Total Gas as well. Let me go across to Prashant, but standard disclaimer before that, the channel that you're watching is a part of Adani Group company, so do keep that in mind as well. Prashant, coming to you on a couple of these Adani Group companies which are in focus, just want to understand, what's your view regarding this?
So overall, we all know what went good for this group companies. SEBI has given a very clean sheet, and which was morely expected by the market as well. But again, going forward from last 2 days, why these group companies are up again. So I think going forward, the capital raising hurdle will be very clear for all these stocks, and they can raise funds very easily, because this was the biggest hurdle for any group company to get into such kind of a fundraising program. So I think that would be one reason. Again, if you consider the all-time high before the Hindenburg case, I think still majority of the stocks are trading below its all-time high. So I think only Adani Port as well as Ambuja Cement both are looking very attractive at this point of time. And valuation is always a concern, but again, I think Adani Port looks very good for me at this point of time. And Adani Power, obviously, power sector is very optimistic for us as well as the need of the country. Again, the split is giving a lot of opportunity for high liquidity, and a lot of investors can participate in this kind of volume game. So overall, very positive on the sector and positive on the Adani Group.
In fact, on a special segment of Profit Intelligence, we put the spotlight on what lies ahead for these Adani Enterprises after the group stocks see a robust demand in terms of today's trade as well. Mahima is standing by to give us an overall perspective on what's going on. Over to you, Mahima.
The group of stocks that's in focus today is the Adani group of companies, of course, and Adani Enterprises out of them, is standing out because we've seen as to how the fundamental triggers are also there here. Currently, if you see, the stock is up over 6% in trade today. In fact, since the Hindenburg case, it's up around 113%. So this, takes us to a question whether a re-rating is required here or not, because right now the potential upside that Bloomberg consensus is suggesting is around 19%. In terms of what are the key fundamental triggers that we are looking at when it comes to Adani Enterprises, the first one is with regards to the Adani Airport, where Navi Mumbai Airport is set to commence operations from Q2 of FY 26. The Mumbai Airport, in fact, has received a positive tariff order that provides clarity up to FY 29, and this not just includes the airport part of business, but the non-airport side of business as well, which is going to develop the city side and will be a key to unlock value of around 657 acres of land that is in possession as well. In terms of the Adani New Industries, for this particular company, it starts as India's first off-grid 5 megawatt green hydrogen plant. Going forward, wind turbine business has also received first external order of 300 megawatt, and construction of additional 6 gigawatt module capacity progressing is also as scheduled. And plus, the solar PV modules, wind turbines will also feed into Adani Green's business as well. In terms of the Adani Road Transport, well, the 3 hybrid annuity model projects are more than 90% complete now. In terms of the Ganga Expressway, even the construction for this has crossed around 85% mark. The defense side of business which Adani has, companies, unmanned drones are already being utilized by the defense forces. With regards to this segment, revenue stood at around 1650 crore and EBITDA stood at around 400 odd crore. In terms of the Adani copper business, well, they've commissioned a smelter at the copper segment, and in terms of this particular counter, they expect full stabilization from Q3 FY26. The other one is the coal to PVC business, where the project is set to be commissioned in a phased manner over FY28 to 29. Lastly, the data center business. This is where they have a JV with EdgeConneX, a global data center operator. Here, Noida data center MEP works is in progress. The Hyderabad data center phase 2 MEP works is around 72% complete, and Pune data center phase 1 works at 85% complete. So this is the these are the various businesses that Adani Enterprises into, and the key fundamental triggers going forward as well.
So much, Mahima, for that. Those are interesting takes that are coming in Adani Power and Adani Enterprises. And just a quick disclaimer that NDTV Profit is a company owned by AMG, which is a subsidiary, the subsidiary of AMG Media, which is a part of the Adani Group companies as well.